Hello, everybody, and welcome. Welcome to the talk, how to use music and movement to help learning, help calm children, help children become brain ready and be brilliant. So I have here Dr. Lynne Kenney, and Dr. Lynne is a leading I have so many difficulties. Pediatric psychologist from the US of A. So this is amazing that we can just go across the pond and chat to a leading pediatric psychologist. And Dr. Lynne has this very special method called Cogni-Moves, and she's going to be going through this. There are so many letters or skills behind Dr. Lynne. I mean, her CV is just like 25 years working with thousands and thousands of families across the world. She's written lots of books, including Play Activities for Better Thinking, Self-Regulation, Bloom Your Room, Musical Thinking. So just so much 25 years of working in this with children, helping children brain ready and ready to learn and be brilliant. So I have the first question I would like to ask you is, now is a really stressful time for families, for children. How can music and movement help?
Well, first, it's my total honor to be here. I love the UK. I work with colleagues in Scotland and London all the time, and really I'm honored to participate because this is a beautiful area of research and applied science. Essentially, the truth is that many people, teachers and parents, don't really know that we're actually, Marnetta, innately musical. And I do not play music. I'm not a dancer. I don't do any of this. I learned about this because I was tutoring in math and reading at a local elementary school, and I observed that some of my children who had reading difficulty and math difficulty had poor rhythm and timing. And I'm a pediatric psychologist, but I also have a master's degree in physical education and sports psychology. So I said, what's going on? I wrote my friend in 2013, Alex Domon at Advanced Brain Technologies, and I said, Alex, what am I seeing? And he said, you are seeing deficits in what's called beat saliency. There's a whole body of literature about this in auditory neuroscience. So there are over 100 studies that support this type of thinking, and essentially because we're musical, we can use just musical movement. We don't even have to listen to sound. We can just use the musicality in our bodies in order to speed up, in order to become alert, or in order to slow down, in order to calm. And I'll take you through 3 activities today. You can go to my YouTube channel, has lots of free videos on this, and Cogni-Moves is slated as a 2021 book, but on the Kinetic Classroom, there's plenty of this available right now for free for everybody. So does that make sense to you?
Absolutely.
We're harnessing our innate musicality to basically achieve an alert state of calm.
Amazing. And it's lovely because I mean, movement is one of the steps, is the first step in relaxed kids classes, and then we take children down. And 20 years ago, when I came up with Relaxed Kids, the slogan that I used was singing bodies, dancing minds. And then I changed it to
I like it.
Isn't that lovely? Singing bodies, dancing minds.
I love
it. A little bit too sort of like,
right.
Didn't really say what it, people were a bit confused by it, but it sort of fits really nicely with this. So what do we know about the relationship between music and calming skills?
Well, it's interesting because there's a body of literature that's over 20 years old, and a lot is in the last 5 years because science has just exploded and our technology has really changed our ability to study the brain and the body. But there is a body of literature that's about 20 years old that shows that executive function, so those are our thinking and cognitive skills and self-regulation skills, actually precede achievement. If a child, as an example, has good self-regulation skills, and I would define that as their ability to move their internal energy in the moment. So if I'm talking to you and I'm so excited right now and I just want to burst out, then I need to be able to breathe, or even possibly I might move in order to move my energy to a state where I can talk with you calmly and share my thoughts in a well-composed, proper way. And there's this whole body of literature that shows this. And on my website, you can find tons of research. So the challenge is that, one, the literature regarding executive functions and self-regulation is not reaching parents and or schools. So the children are sitting a lot. And if the children can just move rhythmically, like shifting their hips in their seats just a little bit to some of the patterns I'll show you, exactly, that will calm them right down. So we could start kind of quickly, this simple, right? And then I could say, we're going quick, 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 and let's go slow, 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 and let's go quick, 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 and let's go slow, 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 and slow. So it's as simple as that. We've got marching and all sorts of stuff. So, I mean, I think that's the important thing. The bottom line is that musical movement is one of the fastest ways to bring the brain and body to an alert state of calm. So it's moving your energy. The other thing is that integrating music and movement into the academic curriculum, this is amazing, has shown to directly affect reading, numeracy, recall, engagement, memory, attention, cognitive flexibility, and self-control. So yeah, so it's so amazing. So what I tell people is that when you activate the inherent musicality in humans, moving in time on the beat together, varying the pace at which you move, you are engaging cognition, specifically what we call SAM, self-regulation, self-control, attention, and memory. All right, so that's kind of the foundation.
Self-regulation, attention,
self-control. So two S's because it's two different things: self-regulation, self-control, attention, and memory. Self-regulation, self-control, attention, and memory. So we do all that sort of stuff with the kids. We have a little saying that we teach them, and it says executive. I'll have the whole class say at the same time, executive functions are cognitive skills, and cognitive skills can be learned. And then we'll just dive into whatever we're doing.
Wow.
Isn't it cool?
It sounds like you're out of a Mary Poppins theme.
No, we have to have Sue here. Sue Atkins. She is Mary Poppins.
You mentioned something, alert state of calm. I really like that. So it's not just sort of on the floor and falling asleep. It's a state where they're alert and ready. Yeah. So, you know, when you look at self-regulation, it's the ability to kind of monitor, manage, and shift your energy states, emotions, thoughts, and behaviors in a way that facilitates human interaction, like what we're doing right now. So if I have been Zooming with patients since March, and if I notice that the energy in one of my 6 or 7-year-olds is kind of getting a little off task, I might say, shall we do cognitive moves a little? And they'll be like, sure. And we've got a million programs, think-ups and everything. But I might say, okay, let's put our hands, and everybody can participate right now because I want you to feel how it engages your attention. So do you have a table or you have a lap? We could do it on a table or a lap. Okay, I'm going to do it on a table so you can hear it. I would say to the children, the child, if I'm Zooming or I'm in class, I would say, we can be the best coaches for our own brains right now. And we can rev up our brain chemicals, our neurotransmitters, so that we can think and learn more easily. Let's do this. All right, so I would mirror them. So this is my real left hand, but it's your right hand, right? If you are doing what I'm doing, isn't it? Okay, so I would say, I'll make a pattern, then you'll do it, and then you'll make a pattern, and I'll do it. Okay, so here's the first, very simplest. It's called our spotlight pattern. It's just the basic foundational pattern. Okay, so I'll do it. It goes like this. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you go with your hands 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Okay, so let's do it again. Ready? And I might clap the cadence because we're going to get alert. Okay, so I'll go, okay, friends, we're going to move like this. And then I'll say 1, 2, ready. I'll do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you do it.
and I'll do it, and you'll do it, and I'll do it, and you'll do it. Last time, I'll do it, and you'll do it. And pause. This is our universal pause. And you'll see these images on the internet. If you just Google the kinetic classroom or Dr. Lynne Kenney, we got tons of free stuff all over the place. Do you feel your oxygen a little bit?
Yes, definitely.
And it's the simplest pattern ever.
And also doing the side to side at the same time naturally.
Yes.
So
isn't that true?
Yeah, naturally.
And then we can actually go further. Okay, so we have this musical thinking language, and it's got very simply about 4 notes. It's got a whole note, which is like this. And I think actually she's behind me, Tinkerbell. A whole note, 2, 3, 4, a half note, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So if you have a student who's revving up, you can just go hands up, ready? We're moving. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and then you're doing whole notes. Or you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're doing half notes, very simple. Or you can do quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So you can get the feeling. And we do this with preschoolers. We do it I work in an intensive dyslexia intervention center, one of the best in the Southwest in America. And we pop in these little activities 3 to 5 minutes at a time in order to increase engagement. So I want to walk you through the most foundational activities so that everyone can do them. Yeah.
Can I just ask a question about children with autism? Are there any changes or is it the same method that will work?
Okay, so this is brilliant. We have many children who have mixed diagnoses in our center, and you know Allie Golding. Are you friends with Allie Golding? Yeah, she's doing great work on this, specifically with autism. Our method, the theory is musical thinking, and it can be done with anyone from 2-year-olds to 90-year-olds. Because all we're doing is using quarter notes, whole notes, half notes, and occasionally eighth notes without ever showing them a note. They never have to look at any music. We're just showing them that this is a quarter note and this is a half note. And we're doing it usually standing up with our bodies. And so we can be simple, like I'm about to do with you, or we can be super complicated. Do, 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 ba-de, ba, ba-da-da-da. And we can move our upper body and our lower body, which would take more than a half an hour. But I just want to show you one activity that's complicated. Take your toes on the ground, because I just want to show you how the cognition can, okay? So your toes are on the ground, and you can't see my toes, but I'm going to take my right toes. I'm going to leave my heel on the ground, and I'm going to lift my right toe, and I'm going to tap my whole top of my foot down like a tap dancer. 1, 2. So can you do that? Tap 1, 2. Now the other foot. 1, 2. Perfect. Now we'll just go back and forth, and I would have the students lead by now because you know enough. And if we weren't on Zoom, I would just say, okay, Marnetta, you can do it. You lead me. Ready? You've got right, 2, left, 2, right, 2. Perfect. And here we are seated, right? Right, 2, left, 2. And we can mix up the cognition because I can say, all right, now this is what we're going to do. We're going to keep the toes going. 1, 2, 3. But we're going to clap on the 4th beat every time. Ready? It's hard. Ready? I have to think. And 1, 2, 3, clap. 1, 2, toe clap. 1. Can you feel it? And that's like something I would do maybe with 4th grade.
Yes. That would be 8-year-olds.
Yes. 8, 9, right, exactly, 8, 9.
Yeah.
So just to say that when you integrate kinesiology with auditory neuroscience, cognitive science, and developmental pediatric science, it tells you very simply that the brain and the body work together, as you know, because you've created Relax Kids. And if we can do anything that can move children's energy either up or down, we empower them to interact more effectively, think more effectively, speak more slowly, learn. Did you know that in reading, once you move through the phonemic awareness and phonological awareness and that whole platform, which we do with pre-K, once you get to the maybe 3 or 4 years of, third or fourth grade, where they're really reading for fluency and comprehension, you can actually use rhythm to improve their fluency. There's a whole body of literature out of Italy with a Dr. Crispiani that shows that. So the applications are just so broad.
I mean, what's amazing for me is it's incredible that there is all this research and all this science and the neuro and it's all, but if you think about the tribes in Africa, this is what the kids do all so naturally, isn't it? And their happy, smiley faces. It's just so amazing that generations have been doing this and enjoying it naturally. And now we're having to learn it again.
I know, because we became so industrialized. We lost our play, we lost our music, we lost our art, not entirely, thank golly. And I say exactly what you're saying. When I write programs like with Mike Kazala and Moving Minds and these doctors on the East Coast, I tell them we wouldn't have a job if we didn't become industrialized, because really I love free programs, and all of our movement programs require no equipment at all, because Title I and high need schools are my favorite population. And once you just teach a child, as you did, to slow down, and then you can do it drumming easily, just like the cultures you're speaking about. There's just so much we can learn from them. And you can use djembe if you want, you can use little drums, but the good, simple news is that I don't have to teach you for 6 hours. All you have to know is that you have quarter notes and half notes and whole notes, and you can mix and match them for eternity with your entire body. We'll have children, they're so cute, Marnetta. We'll have children, even like fourth graders, moving from centers or transitioning to lunch, from the classroom to lunch. And they'll be, as an example, being tigers on half notes. Then tall giraffes, and tigers. So imagine 30 kids. My little 13-year-old blind dog is waking up because I'm making so much noise. Imagine 30 kids walking down the hall, instead of holding each other's shoulders like they do or whatever, looking like automatons. Imagine them, grooving down the hallway. And the thing is that the research also shows that it helps their on-task behavior, it helps their socialization, it helps their social connections, and it enhances their cognition. So it's pretty much a no-brainer.
Absolutely. Yeah. So will you go through any more exercises for us?
Yes. Okay. So foundationally, the first thing to teach somebody beat competency is simply ask them, can everybody count? And they'll be like, of course, we can count. We'll be like, could we count together 1, 2, 3, 4? And they'll be like, yes. And then I'll say, okay, let's do it. And in this, I can point to a 6-year-old and say, okay, Josephina, will you lead this? And she goes, 1, 2, ready, go. And then we all count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's as simple as that. 2 measures, quarter notes. And then we say, oh my gosh, could we all clap? Let's clap on count 4. All right. And then you can choose somebody else. You can say, Josiah, will you lead this? And he's like, sure. And he gets up and you're like, okay, you're going to say 1, 2, ready, go. Because we have to tell our brains when we're going to participate. And you can do this at your kitchen table in the morning, just to kind of bring the family some cohesion, pass around who the leader is. So lesson 2 is, can we clap on a beat together? So then we say, 1, 2, ready, count. 1, 2, 3, clap. 1, 2, 3, clap. And then what you're doing is moving the beats around. So next we're going to teach them an 8th note, and they never need to know what it is. You go, could we go clap, clap? Or could we go clap, pat? Or could we go stomp, stomp? So I'm sitting, so I'm doing a lot of clapping, but you can do any moves. You could do hip shifts. Could we go left, right with our hips? You know, and could we do twist, twist? Anything like this. And so now you'll say, okay, this is a fast one. And then you choose somebody else. I'm like, Marnetta, you lead. You'll say 1, 2, ready, go. And then we'll count 1, 2, 3. And then what do you want to do? Do you want to do a shoulder move? Do you want to do hip wiggle? You make the choice. And you're passing it to them. So let's say they go, Marnetta says, I want to do shoulder, shoulder. You're like, okay, whoa. And now she's leading. Ready? 1, 2, ready, count. 1, 2, 3, boop, boop. 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 And even though we're doing this in 30 minutes, you guys are learning a ton of cool, applicable stuff because we are naturally musical, and all you need to do is speed up your tempo or slow down your tempo and then move the beats around, and it all engages your cognition and brings you to a sense of alertness.
Amazing.
And then the other thing I really want to tell you, because we really couldn't leave a call like this without saying that in the moment, this is magic. So if I'm in my office or I'm doing a Zoom with 100 people, it doesn't matter. If people get stressed out, I will say something, and you can go to my YouTube channel to see these. They're called Think Ups. I'll say, okay, everybody, if we're sitting, I'll say, lift your body off the chair. Oh my gosh, lift your body off the chair. Okay, now we're going to lift our left knee, then our right knee, just slowly. So we're holding our bodies up, which is a lot of proprioception, right? And this is called heavy work in occupational therapy. Oh, okay. So ready, go, lift, right and left and knee right. So they're just lifting their knees up off the ground. So they're engaging their core. Breathe deeply. Oh my golly. Holy moly. Right and left. I mean, just that for 8 seconds is going to calm you right down because you're holding your body weight, and you can do it against the wall. We've got lots of videos. You can do it on the floor in a plank. You can do it in push-ups. You can do it in wall sits. And you'll feel if you did that, your heart rate is up, which is going to stimulate your neurotransmitters and help you actually calm down, because holding your body weight, especially rhythmically, is one of the fastest ways to calm down. So the next time you're getting on a stressful business call, you know, you could just lift yourself off the chair, go do a plank or a push-up, and just add those beats in any combination that you want. Amazing. Hope this is helpful to you. We just use it all the time.
Really fascinating. So can you show, don't ask me to do it, but give an example of one of the most complicated things that in your system, like really advanced.
Okay. So I wrote actually with an athlete, a tennis player. Her name is Christina Kester. She applied musical thinking to athletes. All right. And hers are insanely complicated. So I'm going to just tell you that when you add cognition to standard motor movement, like if we just are stepping, you know, let's say we're marching, and we say, okay, now the first time we're going to count on the 4th beat, we're going to clap, but then on the 8th beat, we're going to clap, clap. Just adding that cognition is difficult. Well, what if we do this? What if we actually roll? What I do, I call it traveling beats or rolling beats. What we're going to do is we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 measures of 4 counts. We're going to stand up and march. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so let's just pretend. Let's just shift. We can pretend. So now you're moving your hips back and forth. I'm going to try to join you. Boom. You're going. Boom. Yeah, there we go. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so now we're pretending we're marching. Very nice. So now we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. But the first measure, we're going to clap on count 1. The second measure, we're going to clap on count 2. The third measure, we're going to clap on count 3. And the fourth measure, we're going to clap on count 4. Okay? Ready?
So difficult to do it in time with
One,
you.
2, red. I know, but there's this
I
little
need to
delay
do it
on the Zoom.
mirroring you.
Yeah, there's a little delay, but if just have your own experience, because it's going to make you giggle. Okay. 1, 2, ready, and clap. 2, 3, 4. 1, clap. 3, 4. 1, 2, clap. 4, 1, 2, 3, clap. Then we'll move it through. We'll say we're going to double clap. 1, 2, ready, go. Clap, clap. 2, 3, 4. 1, clap, clap. 3, 4. 1, 2, clap, clap. 4, 1, 2, 3, clap, clap.
I just feel I'm just moving.
And then you just turn it up and turn it up and turn it up and turn it up.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's like even putting Africa and the children there aside, it is so much like all those lovely rhymes that we used to learn when we were little. Like, I see, you see, you're sitting in the tree, and it's, but children don't really do that to them now so much.
And the very, very best schools still do, because they really apply the science, and they probably have the funding to get the scientists in to teach them. But it's that simple, Marnetta. I'm so happy. And I can feel myself talking a lot because I get so excited about this. If we just bring back the double Dutch jump rope and the little hand games we played and the little songs, right now it's recommended that children almost of all ages, littles are supposed to move 3 or 4 hours a day, but the older kids have, you got to get your heart rate up 60 minutes a day. Think of how much we got our heart rates up. When we were little, we were running around for hours, jumping rope and riding bikes. And so let's say we're stationary, or possibly we're quarantining, or something strange is going on. We've got to stay home. All you've got to do is add a little music. Maybe if you want to, turn on a song. Do it synchronously, meaning do it all together, and you will improve your self-regulation, social cohesion, and thinking skills.
Lovely. And have you got one? I just love your Mary Poppins type rhymes. Oh, it reminds me of something else. I can't remember. It came to me a few seconds ago. Can you finish off with one of your lovely rhymes?
Sure. Well, shall we sing a song?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is how we do it also. Now, even in a classroom or on Zoom, the first time I sing the line, then you sing the line, then I sing the line, then you sing the line, and our friends can join in. So these are executive function songs. They're coming out in the next book. And I'll do wait it out. So we say, now children, does this sound familiar? Bum, bum, ba-dee-dum, ba-da-da-da-da. You've heard that, right? All right. So we're going to sing a song. It's going to go, I'll sing first and then you'll sing. Wait it out. Then they go, wait
it out.
Think about it first.
Think about it first.
Before you do anything. It's smart to think it out. When you get the urge to act. You can wait and think. All the possibilities. Become our greatest things. Ta-da.
Oh, lovely.
This was a great way to wake up this morning. I'm so honored. And
what time is it?
It's 5:30.
5:30. I know. I'm so grateful to you, Lynn, for doing 5:30. You were up at 4:30, 4:45. Amazing.
Well, we love our friends in London. My children and I actually went and visited Sue Atkins, who's become a close friend, and she introduced us, I believe. And they just cannot wait to get back.
Yeah. Well, you have to come visit me next time.
We have to.
Because I think I saw that you were just leaving when I saw your posts, and I thought, oh, I missed you. So
well, we're going to Oxford and Bath next time.
Yeah, Oxford, that's where I am. So you're coming to Oxford. Definitely. We'll meet with Sue. We'll have to do like a group chat.
Bless you for putting this all together. This is a very complicated time in America. People are really suffering, and I know around the world they've been suffering as well. So these tools that you and your colleagues are sharing are so important, and we really hope that we can bring some peace and some joy to many of the families and even educators who are participating. I thank you warmly.
Well, thank you, Lynne, for sharing yourself and your techniques and your books. And what's your website again?
It's just my name. It's right there, Lynneken. I'm pretty easy to find.
Yeah, that's great. Perfect. Thank you, Lynne. Thank you.
All right. Merci.
Take care. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.